Welcome to the grand final of the ETF2 Fresh Meat competition. I'm Lucky, joined by Yak as my co-caster and Wiethoofd on production, and we're making our way to the first mid. And I'm following on this one because he looks like he knows what he's doing. Hits a nice fast rollout, is already in onto mid. We've got Nickit doing the fast rollout. Manages to get a couple of health pack, but doesn't actually get it. T gets some damage onto him. Looks like he's going to crater and actually survives, landing on the small health pack, backing up in the sewer. And he's the only one taking damage on this one as Zio catches a sticky as well. We are seeing aggression from T right now moving forward, but he's going to be the first one to die. Sep40 taking him down, and it looks like the blue team is stuck into a corner right now. All of the high ground on the red side as we just huge bomb in. Woohoo!
Toxic!
What a bomb! Toxic, man. Jesus.
And the scouts coming in now, cleaning it all up. This demo should die here, and they're going to survive with this one scout up. But that was a pretty nice mid from the red team. The blue soldier jumped crate, they dealt with his aggression quite well, and then they just went aggro as soon as he was dealt with. It's a really nice mid. Indeed. And they've already got players playing on last. So you see a heavy from the blue team coming out. Scout, he just meat shots that heavy. And this is around here.
Yeah, this is easy peasy. Pell is getting insanely weak on the board, trying to defend him.
Well, this soldier
come in. He's going absolutely huge, gets pistol out of the air, however, it's just Demo Man left alive. And he just gets tossed away from the point. That's going to be a fast round coming out from the red side there, Yak.
Wow.
Oof.
That was very impressive. I'd quite like to see. I think both mid on that mid, both teams were sort of feeling each other out. But both teams were quite passive, not really doing anything. And then the blue team blinked first with one of their players, and he just got shut down. I think we'll see the red team playing a bit more confidently here, Poland-Lithuania.
Indeedy. It messes up as well. So we've got Nicky.
He's gone quick, but he's
does this damage up to Ant-T there. Moving forward, scraps up the health pack. Toxic taking that high ground for his team once again. Doing a good job of shutting down some of these players. We are seeing Ant-T with the aggression. Doesn't manage to defend anything, but some nice damage means that the other soldier's going to come forwards here. Nickit is making his way up. Wakai comes in as well. That'll clear up a few players. They are onto Zio right now, trying to take him down. And that's going to be another wipe coming out for the red side. Good job from them.
That was another fairly convincing mid there from Poland-Lithuania. Toxic did so much work that middle. He took top and was just hitting rockets on like 4 people that middle. He's definitely showing that he's a very good player in his role as, I think, roamer?
Yeah, it seems like he's on roamer indeed.
Yeah, he made a lot of space.
Zio's in the skybox, and it looks like they are trying to get some point pressure right now happening,
but
we are seeing flood out, yeah.
They're not getting any frags here, so it's not looking good, and the med goes down for Poland-Lithuania. But they're still committing to this, and they've just been left up with a med and a soldier, and they're capping that out.
Yeah.
That was not expected. I thought we just lost there.
Yeah, red came in the repush. They dealt loads of damage on that, so they all just sort of like collapsed back in as soon as the point was back open. Once they tried to retreat into the spawn, because there was only 2 left alive. It was a 3v1 essentially, 1 fragging class. Makes it life easier, I guess. But we are making our way to the next Yak. If you want to take it away, bud.
I'm currently on the toxic cam.
Well, this is the cam to be on.
I'm expecting after these last 2 mids, I'm expecting a huge nuke from Toxic. He's just jumping in, and he jumps in onto the demo, launches him away, gets taken down, however, and the red team is getting crushed. Their med went down, 3 up for the red team. They managed to trade it out for 1 player. They're still committing to this fight. This is some dedication.
Yeah, this is
They're committing to this med, but Austin's staying nice and passive. He's got players all around him, but there's this soldier. Nickit is in on the point. Austin's like 10 health.
This guy's coming over from the rear through IT as well. He's getting on top of the med. Can he get Austin? He's trying to charge for an entire team. Oh, he missed
Austin
the shot,
takes him down.
Yeah, there you go. Nice out from Austin to take him down. That was a bit of a long, drawn-out one there. It just came down to like who was dealing the most damage at range, it would appear, as we see another scout going for a sack. But that's going to open up second a lot more for this team now. We're seeing no scouts for the side of the red team. This means they're going to have some easy soldier rushing, no deny on these bombs coming in. So this is just going to be a second point retake here.
Yeah, that was a fairly convincing mid from blue team. Like, it just seems that these mids are just getting settled by 1 fight really, really quickly. It seems that both teams are quite nice focus. And now they're pushing into last on the blue team. There's a pyro out from red. Soldier jumps in, takes down the med. Other soldier on the other med. And it seems that there's low health on both teams here. Depends on Guild here. Did Guild switch to Demo Man? Oh no, he's
Guild's always been on Demo Man. Yeah,
okay.
That was actually alright there on that last push. The Uber came in, they didn't really accomplish too much with it, with the Pyro denying it quite a lot of that Uber. More than you'd expect on a process last, and it ended up working out okay afterwards because they managed to spread damage once again, and it was a tough time for Zio, especially since he went down during that fight as well. try and get the heals out onto their team. So good job from the blue team, I guess.
Both teams had really nice bombs onto the other team's med. And as we see on this middle, they're both mistrading stickies. Blue team taking lots of high ground, and red team just sitting there getting spammed. They now decide to re-jump. Soldier's high in, Toxic's on the med. Med's really low here, but everybody's dying on both teams.
Yeah.
But Blue's fragging out.
Seba and Snowy left alive here on the pack. Seba moving back as he gets chucked into the choke. Amp-T moving forwards. Looks like blue team actually finding their feet finally in this game. I say finally, it's only been 6 minutes, but we have had 3 rounds go in 6 minutes. So we have had just 2-minute rounds back to back in this game. We have indeed got Amp-T hiding forwards in that IT area, probably going to see if he can get a pick on the flank to make something happen, but they could have probably got some space on second here. There's loads of room available.
I think that this just shows a bit of the inexperience from both teams, not really wanting to take too many risks, wanting to make sure that they're taking stuff slowly. But the team didn't push out of last either. Both teams quite reluctant to take ground, but I think that's because Poland-Lithuania are setting up entry, and they just want to make sure they've got a nice last hold. I think both teams had a little bit of a misplay there, but it works out in the end for the blue team.
Indeed. Zio's getting that Uber up nice and built, so they are going to have this Uber, so they can look to make some, maybe, you know, defend off some sacks and then send their own sacks and do all that lovely gubbins of the stalemate. But I wonder if we're going to see a sniper, a spy, or anything like that. Maybe some banners. Any predictions?
I think that we're going to see a sack here now from blue team. Comes in. Ooh. Yeah, I think that he's going to spawn an on-off class, or I don't see scouts running back to off class, so I think he's going to off class onto sniper. That's my prediction.
Alright, we go 3, 2, 1, and sniper! You're indeed correct. You get a special a crisp high five, a special high five.
Thanks, Eggy. Thanks, Eggy.
You're welcome. We've got Nickit coming in for the counter sack right now. Does the going on to Austin, does loads of damage. But Austin doesn't pop out that Uber. That bit of experience probably from him coming in there just to know that he's not going to land any more rockets onto him. So well played from him. As we are going to see the sniper coming in now. There has been called because some damage was landed onto him.
He's looking right at the medic. He beefed the shot.
Unfortunate. That was scary. He's just staring at him for so long.
He's not getting too much support though from his team. He's getting lots of heals, but like no one's sticking up the doors or denying these players from pressuring him here.
I mean, Guild's got 4 chucked off, but he needs some stickies close to Sponge, so if they do leap through the way they die. Yeah.
Sponge is hitting a lot 50 damage body shots here.
Yeah, I mean, what they can try and do is they can just try and like
barrel. Soldier gets faked down.
Ah, nice, yeah.
Nice headshot out of Sponge.
They can try and barrel it through on 5 there and just see if they can get loads of room. Exactly what they are doing is they start to make their way into the sentry. They are just going to use this Uber. But that sentry gun takes a little while to go down. The Uber has been used. We do see the counter Uber come out from the red side right now. Pele is in on Toxic with the Uber flash. Defends him nicely.
So bad on the blue team here. Yeah. But Sponge frags out. There's a scout. He's in on the right. If they can take him down, this could be a push. But Austin gets taken down by the flanking Toxic. Just eliminating the blue team.
Absolutely defeated. Guild also going down as well there.
I have to say, I've been impressed by Toxic so far.
Yeah, Toxic still in this game. MVP so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. But we are just seeing this second cap card from Zio and Mukai, and they are going to get Snowy off that off class of heavy and make his way to the second point. And they are building that Uber now, so should see a push onto mid coming. Fun times. What else have we got going on? Not too much, no.
So we've got an advantage here for Poland-Lithuania. I'll be interested to see if they push this and where from, but it looks like they're pressuring PC. I don't think Blue knows yet. Yeah, they're just still staring at choke, but they should have heard that Uber. They didn't shoot him as they were walking through.
Oh, they just Uber through anyway, even though they weren't really getting pressured too hard, but they are just picking the way forward. Seba making his way into second, trying to find Austin.
Seba here.
Yeah,
and in comes Toxic and Snowy, fragging out here, taking down Austin. So long as they get back with their med, this is looking really good for Poland-Lithuania.
Yeah, it's looking really good indeed. And Nickit is now isolated up on IT all alone. However, that is going to be Pele moving in to try and take this fight in IT with him fighting a soldier. Not always the best thing to do, but we see Wakai come in for the cleanup frags with Snowy. And that is going to be 3 players of the blue side going down. And they could, well, they haven't got respawners coming, but this is looking very strong in terms of a last push coming out with the super advantage.
All I have to say from that fight is 5 heads. Scout pass. Class. But, oh no, that's 6. My bad.
Good one.
Either way.
Either way.
Scouts with heals.
Scouts with heals, man. Overpowered. Please nerf.
It's nice to see that the scouts with heals meta has trickled down to
even fresh
meat. Yeah.
Fresh meat in the competition. They are making their way through one right now as they do pop out that Uber, and we are seeing Snowy run up onto Sponge to see if he can get that frag. He does in fact find it. They are onto the heavy as well, takes him down, and that's going to be 4 on the blue side left alive, and that's going to be Snowy with tons of cap time, looking really good. We do see the collapse in from the blue side as looks like they are all just going to get cleaned up and pistoled down one by Wakai, and he is doing so good in this game. Holy moly. 3-1.
Yeah, Snowy took a really nice Uber up top, got 2 frags there, and it was almost, and then from Snowy's really good work and the really nice Uber from the red team, it almost looked like it was about to go sour as everyone overextended onto the right side, but they managed to frag out.
Easy frag, Seba making his way into the mid a little bit faster than Guild. Guild opting for that right side mid, and Seba getting really aggressive as he's getting the damage advantage here. It looks like the demo man on the blue side could go down, but he's getting backed up by the rest of his team now. Making his way forward. Toxic with the high ground as well, dealing so much damage also. And it looks like the blue side taking loads of damage, but it looks like the red side as well also receiving a ton of damage, so it could go either way right now, as we are seeing even frags from either side. And it looks like the red team are going to start backing out of this one. They don't want to take
They're
this
looking
fight
like
anymore.
they want to repush. They're coming in with 2 scouts with heals.
And Toxic in as well, trying to get on top of Austin.
Huge damage from Toxic, huge rocket, and he takes down 2!
Double kill!
Oh my god.
That was insane! Toxic
And they've
is
still
the
got their
MVP.
medic alive. Wow.
Jesus, man.
Someone needs to calm this man down.
Someone
He is on a rampage.
stop this man if you can, but it looks like Snowy is making his way forward. Zio with the clever play to wait up, knowing the soldier is alive and not going in immediately, just using Snowy as a bit of a scouting, as you could say, as the scout class. And they are going to take second off this one. Where would you like to see a last push come from, even though they are just looking to go 2?
I'd like to see a push through 1 again, but if it comes through rollout, this is not a conventional area to push, and this is why. It's so easy to kite, however the heavy is isolated, and they managed to kill the demo man as he got stuck inside spawn. However, damage is coming out from the blue team, but it's 2 left alive, and just Austin now.
Ooh. That is, this is going so fast. This is like...
You said 4-1.
I said 4-1, but in the other direction. But it's also 18 minutes left on the clock. There is so much time left, and we've seen 5 whole rounds. I wonder if Red Team can close it out with a 6-1 before the time limit. It's going to be interesting. But Guild making his way into mid, nice and early there. Both down at even time. We do see Nicky coming in deep, gets loads of damage onto Guild right there. It does really well to deny him there. But
Have a nice counter bomb from MT. Dealt hard with by the scouts though.
Yeah, Toxic trying to do a high bomb, doesn't mess that one up, but makes his way forward even still, but comes in nice and high. He's in deep, does so much damage. Manages to take down a scout there, but it looks like it's going to just be Zio left all alone to fight against the scout. Can he win this one? Does land 1 arrow and deals so much damage, but can't win it, and red team get wiped there. So, I guess
really
good
late death there from Zio. Really late death though, however. He's spawning in 10 seconds now. They're going to have a huge disadvantage for last. This should be a free second point as well for Eggy Brad.
Yeah, they're making their way through as well. They're doing that thing where they take second nice and fast.
I'd love to see it.
Yep. Indeed, we are seeing the sentry gun come up from Wakai. Usually, in normal circumstances, there would not be time for this. But it looks like it's going to be level 2 before the push comes in. Maybe going to be a little bit useless, but we'll see what happens with this push.
I think we're going to see another far right push here from them. No, they're going through 4.
Close enough.
And they're jumping in on the sentry. Soldier jumped behind, however. He's doing lots of damage to the other blue soldiers. Nice from Nickit.
Ooh, Gil getting taken down there on that last push pretty early there, trying to stick you off that point. It looks like Pellet and Austin are just going to be running out here, not really finding too much on that Uber, and it's going to be the red team and trying to push out of this one, and just seeing if they can spot any players right now from the lobby area and making their way out, leaving Snowy on last just in case the back cap potential. Toxic making his way forward also to see if he can spot anything. Not finding too much there, which is fine.
Nickit had a huge play on last there. He jumped behind and through 5 when Blue Ubered through 4. Fought both soldiers, killed one of them, and made the other one really weak. It was very impressive from Nickit.
I love it indeed, yeah. Such a nice play. We are seeing the Uber out onto mid right now. With
Toxic
Toxic.
jumps deep into PC.
Oh, he's chasing
his
he's going.
whole team. But he's been spotted.
This is
And
the
he backs
Toxic show
up.
right now.
Every time he does something, I'm just hyped. Here he is fighting a soldier on the flank. In comes Nickit as well.
Still alive? And he gets out? Is he going to leave this? He gets the pack as well, and he is getting chased by Guild right now. It lands a ton of damage
No
and doesn't
way.
escape. He
No
lives.
way. And they
He
don't know that
lives.
Nickit's there. Oh, now they do. And he gets out as well. Wow. Wow.
We are seeing the dual Roma strat coming out from the red side, it seems. It seems like both of them are playing Roma. Toxic is actually on pocket, by the way.
Both of them are just nuking. That's what it is.
Oh,
In comes an Uber, and the medic is caught and hit. This should be a med frag, and this is looking really nice from the blue side.
Oh, Toxic flying in though, manages to find Amp-T, even though he's got a medic attached to him, Guild getting low as well, but Toxic deciding he's got to save his power for the rest of the game and not overextend on that one, as this is a best of 3 over 3 maps. And he's hiding in sewer as well. See if we can make anything happen here. Yeah, because they are coming into second right now to see if they can
He's
take
a
any
little
more
bit
ground.
too far away to do anything right now.
Guess what?
Both soldiers are behind. Both soldiers. In comes Toxic. Nickit's too far away to also come in. However, he's coming in through choke now. He knows that Toxic's done a little bit of damage to the med. Here he comes. Med's alone here. One nice rocket. Can he get the other one? And he just misses it. Austin down to 10 health there.
Yeah, indeed. Very close to death as both soldiers sack in, but they have got Uber disadvantage and they've got to wait for Nicky
And
to
they
spawn.
also have 2 players down. This should be an easy far right push here if they decide to, and that's what they are doing. Pressuring
Toxic
the
comes up on the sniper there and does walk out of spawn. That's a wasted player, wasted overhills. Amp-T moving forward. They do take down the sentry gun. Starts to
Nice
get that
air
point
shot
pressure.
there from Sponge.
Yeah, very nice indeed.
Nice.
Toxic gets taken down at the point they're trying to defend that one, but we are seeing Pele just barrel down on Seba's head.
Frags are
from
being
Secret.
traded out here, and Red are very close to their Uber, 10 more %. Blue is standing on the point though, and nice pipe there from Gil onto the Pyro.
That was a nice last push overall though. Like, it wasn't too bad. It was a little bit messy, lack of focus really. Got players sort of all over the place, but ended up winning the DM fight in the end. What would you like to see on this next mid?
I'd like to see 2 soldiers doing a high bomb.
Oof. We'll see if we can
I
make
want
it
to see
happen.
how these players deal with 2 soldiers high bombing.
We've got Nickit coming in for a fast bomb already though. He's
And
making
here
his way
it
deep.
comes Nickit, straight onto the demo man. 1 nice
Whoa,
rocket, 2
whoa.
nice rockets. Guild down to 10 HP. And Amp-T gets taken down.
Whoa.
Guild goes down. Very nice follow up from Seba.
Yeah, Seba with the long range pipe to take him down,
And Blue are already really far out here.
yeah, they need to start backing all the way up as they can't
Have a
just push
Toxic
straight in
coming
here.
in
Yeah.
versus 2 scouts though. And in comes Nickit as well. Austin's only 100 health. They just look like they're going to lose Nickit perhaps? No.
Yeah, Austin was
It's
out
nice aggression
one.
from the red team.
Yeah, Austin was all the way out there. He just didn't want to be part of that fight whatsoever. It was a good play from him to stay up because now that it's going to be even Ubers for last, and they can cause a stalemate where they could be able to make something happen or potentially hold off this push coming out from the red side if they opt to do it. But no off classes from the red side yet. Toxic just respawning up on Soldier is going to be fine.
Yeah, I think that we're going to be seeing... I think that Toxic will... Actually, who was it that sacked last time? Was it... Oh no, it was
on the other
Sponge
side
the
of
other
Sponge
time.
last time, yeah.
And he came up on Sniper. I think that we will see some sort of sack again, though. And then... I don't know if anyone on the red team does snipe.
I don't
But
know
I'd
either
imagine
of
they
these
have
teams.
a sniper. I imagine they have someone who snipes. Everybody thinks they could snipe every so often.
Yeah.
Even you.
No, even me.
Yeah. No, and
Yeah.
we have a trade here with Nickit and Sponge. Are they just going to push this? No. Scout. Scout wanted to, but his team backed out.
They've opted to put a heavy where you put like a close hold sentry gun. Maybe they're just going to put the medic inside the heavy instead of the sentry or dispenser.
That is
Not
unconventional, let's just say that.
something that won't work.
Yes.
I mean, they could opt for an NG. I mean, they have the time. They just got that trade-off. But Sponge is up on the sniper, like we mentioned before.
Well-
He did snipe.
I'm not sure if Red are just going to run out the clock here, though. There is 8.5 minutes on the round timer and 10.5 minutes on the game. So if they were to not push, this would be a map win for Poland-Lithuania. I hope we don't see that, however. And it does look like they're going through rollout again. And they
just going
don't
in.
pop. They don't even pop. And they force the other team first, but they drop their demo in the Uber. So it's a better Uber from Red team. However, its Scout is just ran away and they lose Toxic as well. They should lose Nickit here. Yeah, this is not looking good for Poland-Lithuania.
Yeah, looking unfortunate there. Zio and Snowy are now making their way out of this one. Pele on the chase onto second, and it looks like he's just going to get forced out there. Sponge making his way forward onto the point to get that cap started for his team. And looking like it's going to be another stalemate coming up, but we have got Toxic up on the sniper. Big man, big plays, big headshots.
He's just playing inside forwards. I think he's just going to look for 1 or 2 shots and then he's going to spawn back. And then he can be straight back onto his nuke. However, we do have Wakai hiding in PC, fighting a soldier here. Empty to half health, so is Wakai getting chased. He does make it out.
It's flank plays. Everyone's so aggressive on the flank, they don't even want to hold passive. They just sort of, apart from Empty is doing that right now, but even then he's still passively fighting at range. And
in comes Sponge for a bomb.
Ooh, and doesn't really find too much, he
nice
just dies. Yeah. Good job from the red team scouts there. It looks like they are going to see if they can get some pressure forwards.
And they're just going to push. They're just going to dry push off this.
Yeah.
However, they don't have Toxic because he has been sitting in forward spawn as sniper.
Ooh,
And they lose a scout, and this is looking like a bad Uber for Poland-Lithuania. This scout's still on sewer. He's still unsighted. Oh, gets taken out with a nice bite by Seba. However, Guild juggles the enemy medic straight back into choke, takes him down. There's a stream of red players coming through choke now. In comes Toxic, fake bomb.
Fake bomb with no follow-up. He did sort of want to feel them out there, I think, with that bomb to see if he could get anything, but opts not to go for it, so very smart from him. But it looks like this is going to be a push from the blue side as they are making their way into choke. They got Sponge leading the charge with Guild in the back, following that up, and Toxic has made his way into sewer, and they are just sort of stutter-stepping now because they know that Toxic is in behind, but they do, in the end, get together and go forwards. Toxic has been called. Oh, they all went back for it. They could come in from red side. Yeah, nice.
And I think Austin got a saw in that. Did he?
No, he didn't. I think he did. He's got large ad here as well that he's managed to build up. Whether they know it or not is another question. They've got 30% ad here, where Zio, I think he died in choke, didn't he? Yeah, so they have ad here. And they're making their way into the super. Seb's going to get caught here, and Anti is making his way forwards with the rest of his team. They're just barreling this into the trying to get the med.
Away from Uber, and Zio dies with 97%. Huge coming out there from Eggy Bread. And players are just going down on both sides. However, this momentum looks like it's in the side of Eggy Bread. Ooh, but the scouts just didn't miss their shots. One more scout in. Sponge is up top. He's just baiting his team a little bit. And he's just going to go down here.
Yeah, he just craters onto the point there, trying to make something happen, trying to get some more cap time. But tons of players for the blue side end up going down, so should be a repush coming out from the red side as they are making their way out. Bats right now. Wakai getting to that point with Guild.
It looks like they want to block this.
I think it's a soft hold, I think.
They're quite back. No, they've gone back.
Yeah, it's just a little soft hold. They want to do get some more damage. Pad those logs, you know.
That is the reason why we play this game, for our logs.
Do it for the logs. What are logs? Toxic is in onto IT right now. Looks like they are angling for another IT push this time, even though the ad's pretty small, so I wonder if they can make it work. I mean, Austin's building really hard.
They has gone from basically being equal to 20% advantage, though.
Yeah, they can
both teams building pretty hard now.
There you go.
It's 10% now, and this advantage is slowly dwindling. Blue team are going to have their Uber, but they still back out of PC. This is not looking good.
Yeah, Austin's calling for them to come back in there as they do just re-Uber directly onto them. Guild getting slightly low there, but does get flashed there by Austin. Good plays from him, and Zio is getting caught and juggled right here. But it's still the red team with a better Uber. Toxic making his way forward onto Amp team, whips out the skill stick, but doesn't find the frag. But a long-range rocket from Nickit does take it down. Zio dies as well from Pele's pistol, and Austin just making his way back right now. He's just staring at a wall for some reason. But that's going to be a blue team win.
I think Pele is a big fan of the Ascent Scouts, you see, with this Jester hat on, and he loves these flank plays as well. Young Credu. Young
Credu, yeah. We're seeing Credu in the making, maybe Hams Mark II as well, maybe, leading the Ubers as well, that I've seen him do.
Well, he just wants to do everything.
He wants to do it all. I mean,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
He wants to be the Beam Scout. Do you want to be Beam Scout? You know,
everyone wants to be the Beam Scout. Everyone else is just there. It's just the Beam Scout playing. That's what TF2 is these days.
Medic plus Beam Scout, yeah. I mean, if you've got that double combo down, I mean, you've really mastered the art of TF2 at that point.
No, just imagine this, Lucky. 2 beam scouts.
Oh.
And blue team have their Uber, 20% advantage. They're wasting a bit of time, however. I think we'll see an Uber here from the red team. And the demo's going to get taken down. This is huge from Eggy Bread. Sentry not going down until really late, and blue team hemorrhaging players. Soldier up top, very low health. However, we're seeing equal trades here.
Yeah, Ampty making his way towards the point right now. Just get pistoled down by Snowy, and that's going to be the last push attempt thwarted. Austin, just the only one left alive, extremely weak right now, running at a very weird angle to try and get out of this. Just going to die late here, it would seem. And Snowy manages to whip that frag out and into his pocket for the logs. And it's going to be a second retake for the red side, which is nice. But, I mean, we are seeing these forward spawners from the blue side. They're just going to hold mid as well. Austin's respawning in 3 seconds due to that late death, so no heals. So they could just take this in now, Yak, directly onto mid if they're feeling it. They're just opting for another IT push there. I don't really know if they should do it again. I think
it's becoming incredibly predictable, and Guild has already stickied it up. I think they might have heard it, but they don't seem to care, as they're still trying to pressure this.
They're just going to press an old W, I think. I mean, they are coming in now. They just Uber straight away, but no medic in sight. Austin's not even there. Uber has been wasted. This is just going to be an Uber advantage swinging into blue team's favour, and they're only going to lose a point for it, so that's fine. If they wanted to, they could push right in. They could start pushing right now if they wanted to, and just sort of play the pressure, and maybe not even have to use Uber here. That's what we'd see from normal games, maybe. Or some high-tier games. Potentially. But they're mimicking red team. They want to go IT with dual beam scout. Yak, it's the dream. And they are running in, but they drop one scout directly.
This is a situation, though, where you do want to flash your demo so that you can jump choke without taking lots of damage. And Guild is already low. We're seeing Toxic getting taken down, a scout getting taken down, one player up, just the medic here for Poland-Lithuania. This should be a second point.
Indeedy, but this will be a last hold as long as the players spawn in time.
They forgot that there's a forward spawn. Guild just realised in time.
Just in time to stop Nickit from coming out there. Oh, we are seeing all the players forward spawn. Is my man Toxic up on the Pyro, and they just back spawn there instead. They have got 2 players from the blue side up on last right now, trying to get some tap onto Zeo, but they don't find anything. Ampty gets taken down there. It's just going to be Guild taking Snowy as a trade, and it's going to be even Ubers for this last as well, nearly. Wakai Sniper also.
I think that we might see an off-class from Ampty. They had been... Oh, he's sitting in spawn. He's just sitting, waiting for someone to come back. And they obviously discussed it, decided there was no off-class for the blue team.
None at all. Guild trying to get some pressure through too. Doesn't really find much. Just a spam wall going on right now. Austin in a precarious spot as they are just
Uber straight in.
Straight in onto the sniper.
And they catch the demo again. Ooh. Oh, but he doesn't go down this time. This is looking not so great for the blue team. Red team Uber does get popped.
And Guild gets taken down as well.
2 players getting taken down. I think we're going to see another player getting taken down on the blue side. And this is not looking good for Eggy Bread.
Yeah, no, it's looking awful. Red team making their way forwards through the lobby area with Wakai in on this one, getting that second capture started, and it is going to be Snowy backing him up on that point. Ampty hiding in choke, maybe seeing if he can get something done, but just moving back for his team now as he wants to get out of there. Guild also making his way back. Austin calling for this, probably just so that they can get something to happen, but looks like we are seeing Sponge rejoin the game there, it would seem, as he entered Spec for some reason.
I think he went to change class and accidentally joined Spec, killing himself in the process.
Good one. Nice one, lads. He wasn't Sniper, but has opted to go on to Soldier.
And Ampty's coming in from the flank, takes down Snowy.
That's just a trade. Even Ubers now for both sides. And just going to see another stalemate happen, but these stalemates haven't lasted very long, but we have only got 1 minute left on the clock, so it seems like the red team have actually got this in the bag already.
I think they are pretty happy to not do anything, but they do send in a bomb from Nickit, catches the medic with one rocket, nice surf onto the rock. Pressure here from Wakai does force. We've got a deep jump from Guild, and they just back out with their Uber. They're just going to get ready, they're going to bait them in, they're going to pop on them. Here we go. Nice Uber coming out from Poland-Lithuania, jumping in from Seba, catches the medic, keeps him in choke. Austin's really weak in choke. Big jump here from the soldier of Ampty, taking down the demo man. Jumps away, jumps onto the med, nice rocket, how he dies to that. He dies for his own rocket. But they do take down the med with a scout. I think this is trash time.
Yeah, this is just garbage time now. 11 seconds left on the clock, and that is going to be round 1 going to the Poland-Lithuania team, as the GG is called by Toxic and Sponge in the chat. So it's going to be the end of that game. And it's going to be 4-2 to the side of Poland-Lithuania there, Yak. So you're correct, they did indeed win that one, but I wonder if...
Oh no, I thought they would lose this one, but I thought they would win the
you said they're going to win
series.
overall, but this is looking better for them.
Well, I think that we've seen that the soldier combo of Toxic and Nickit is very strong. Toxic in particular, along with these scouts. I think when you've got scouts that obviously DM as well as this, it's going to be quite difficult. Do you know what the next map is then, Lucky?
Sunshine, I believe, and Snakewater would be the decider. But we do indeed have some logs that we were talking about for most of that game, because we are lazy. So we can talk about those and how those look. You've got the logs open, Yak? I'm staring at some logs, some numbers.
I am looking at these logs. We're seeing Guild with a big top damage.
Big top damage, 9.2k on the DPM there, followed up by Nickit. Only managing to rake in 11, 18 scoreline for him, 11 kills and 18 deaths, but does manage the 8.3k damage. So he did quite a lot for his team though during that game, despite his friends
That is
being
an
low.
Extremely impressive result from damage from Nickit, at least, as he was playing Roma.
Yeah.
And Toxic was on pocket. Toxic getting 24 frags. Huge amount of frags there compared to any other soldier. So we have word that Process was the Polish team's map pick. So
Okay.
that might explain some of the scoreline.
Indeed.
Hopefully we'll be seeing a win for Eggy Bread on the next map, so it can go to a third map.
We are seeing also on the logs there, your boy Toxic in with 24 frags and 19 deaths.
Yes.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So we'll see if he can make it through on the next map of Sunshine, if he can make the sort of same thing happen. But I wonder if they're going to change up on the strategies of Sunshine. What do you think of Sunshine as a map as a whole?
I think that Sunshine's a map that in Europe we should have been playing for a lot longer than we have been. It's just good. It's not amazing. It's not as well loved as, say, Gullywash or Snakewater generally are. But it's just good. It's a pretty solid map. There's nothing glaringly wrong with it. Cough, Cardinal cough. So yeah, no, I think it's good, and I think we'll be seeing a good game on it, especially with a demo man obviously as strong as Guild and soldiers as strong as Nickit and Toxic. I think we'll be seeing a very good map.
Nice. Yeah, like you said as well, with we should have been playing it for a lot longer, and the Americans were playing it for longer. That sort of showed us in I-63 Grand Finals.
Just a little bit.
Seven got absolutely smashed by Froyosek in that grand final. I'm just reopening the wound, since we have I-65 on the way, where we could be seeing Seven try and retake the Insomnia title from Froyo. Are you going to Insomnia? You better be.
I might not be going to Insomnia. And it's not through choice necessarily.
Ah, okay.
A little bit of it might be choice. So I've been accepted for a master's degree, and it starts on the 16th of August. And
Congrats,
I'm moving to Amsterdam. So it doesn't necessarily fit with the schedule for LAN, but we'll see. If I have a good team, I'll be going, but otherwise, probably not.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you find a good team. I'd like to see you at LAN.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll definitely be going to the next Copenhagen, though.
Ah, that's good.
How did
should be.
Oh, you didn't go to Copenhagen, did you?
No, I should have gone. I couldn't go though because I had stuff going on before then with some personal.
And you
stuff.
didn't go to the one the year before, did you?
No, because I wasn't playing the game during that point.
It is the best LAN. Copenhagen Games is definitely the best LAN.
Yeah, it looked really fun. I was a bit ashamed that I couldn't go, but I was indeed busy. So everyone told me it was a really good time as well, so I will be going to the next one, almost definitely. But I'm looking forward to iSeries and seeing everyone, so if you are going to iSeries, let us know if you're going and what team you're going with, and It should be fun, and we'll all see you at, probably. And if Yak doesn't go, we'll make a video about him saying that he's a land dodger.
Well, been to more lands than you.
Yeah. True, yeah. If anything, I'm the land dodger then, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got Sunshine coming up there. All the teams are in on the server. We're just waiting for the game to start. I don't know if we've got any sponsors. I don't think we do yet, do we? No, we don't have sponsors. Just gonna say no. So predictions of scoreline for Sunshine.
Well, seeing as last map was Poland-Lithuania's pick and this one is Eggy Bread's pick, I think that we'll be seeing a reversal of the scorelines. I want to say 4-2 to Eggy Bread.
Oof, big scoreline, big scoreline. I think we're going to see more rounds like before, but I reckon we're going to see 5-3 Poland-Lithuania. I reckon. We're going to see a lot of transpired rounds. Since they do just like to push, they just go. They don't like stopping. They don't like stalemates. They just make it happen. And I think the longest stalemate we had during that game was about 30 seconds.
And there was a very long stalemate when there was about 10 minutes left. And I think that was just because they couldn't engineer an advantage and they didn't feel the need to engineer an advantage.
Yeah, apart from that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the mid to second ones were a bit different. Very short on those.
Yes, so we were seeing lots of pressure, lots of soldiers trying to like make openings, and particularly Pelly also on scout trying to pressure the flank and just trying to go behind to get something happen. And we are seeing the last player join the server.
Ooh, Guild's coming back into the server. Nice. Hopefully he gets started soon. I want some stuff to talk about. Nah. We've already done it. But yeah, hopefully we'll see, was it Toxic as well? I want him to go huge again, because I want him to just, go off. I'm going to be following most of this game, I think. But what do you think about the experience of some of these players so far? Anyone else apart from Toxic who's really stood out for you?
Guild. I don't know if someone said in the chat that he was a merc, so I don't know if he's perhaps slightly more experienced or something. Yeah, I don't see him on the team page. He's a merc that was accepted by the other team. He did play Fresh Meat, and he made it to the semi-finals for the team Digital Warfare Juniors, which was the controversial team. To say the least.
Yep.
Have we started? Oh no, Austin's still on Soldier. Okay.
No, we're chilling out. We're doing our thing. Guild's back in the server. No one is AFK, so we should be going live pretty soon with this game number 2. So should be going live any second, I guess. Who knows? Everything takes too long. Okay, we are going live. Yeah, there we go. Welcome back, everyone, to ETF2L's Fresh Meat number 2 competition, grand finals between Eggy Bread and Poland-Lithuania. And this is going to be map number 2, Sunshine. And Yak, take it away with the first mid.
And so we're seeing both demos not quite hitting the rollout, but we're seeing Guild a little bit quicker. He's getting really low, though. And they're setting up for a left side mid from the blue team, and red team's just chilling back in choke. Nice bomb here from Ampty. Guild fragging out as well, taking down a scout. It's looking quite good for both teams here, though. This looking like a bit of a dice roll. The Guild does get taken down. It's looking pretty convincing now for Poland-Lithuania.
Yeah, Snowy making his way forward for his team. Pele underneath the point does trade out with Nickit there, which is a good job from him. And it's going to be red team taking this first point and getting that uber advantage coming out. 80% ad for their side, and looks like they are going to see if they can poke at second and see if they can find anything, as Zio is making his way in first and Seba following up the rear there. And this is going to be a last push coming out from the red side already.
Yeah, so that middle was just a lot of uncoordinated solo plays, it seemed like. It seemed like one player would go in, hit some crazy shots to take players down, and then the exact same would happen on the other side. It's a very strange mid. And here we are pushing in from the right side, front into the low ground. But they're getting bullied out by Amp-T. He's played quite well so far this map.
Yeah, he's
on that middle.
Oh yeah, that mid bomb was really nice. They just Uber straight away because Amp-T is dealing so much pressure there, and he just gets taken down, mowed down by Wakai.
Uber comes out from Austin. They must have built that really well.
Yeah,
everybody's weak on the red team, getting fragged out, lose the demo, lose a soldier and the med. It's not looking good for Poland-Lithuania. However, they have a player hiding lower. I don't think that they've seen him, but Pele is on last on heavy. This doesn't. Two scouts in lower.
Ooh, is this going to be it? Snowy is just hiding in lower. He does come out now.
Soldier and a heavy.
Wakai as well goes in. Amp-T did get low there, but he was respawning there, so it's just unfortunate timing. But they must have seen that one as well with the scoreboard at the top of the screen. But there's going to be a 30% advantage to the side of the blue team. So let's see if they can build this one up and make something happen with it.
Yeah, so we're seeing what looks like a flower bush here, and Nickit has spotted them. He jumps away. Toxic's trying to take down Amp-T, just sitting on that church. But Red don't care that Blue have an advantage. Huge
nice
debt
trap.
guild.
Yeah, nice. Good job from him. Amp-T and deep onto Zio. See if he can find something happen, but they've pushed all the red side back with the Amp-T bomb, and Pele is capitalizing on the space and takes down the demo man of Seb. Toxic going in for the bomb, but the Uber has been popped down already by Austin. Pele also trying to take down Wakai, who's the last man standing on this mid. Toxic is now coming in for the help, but does just get absolutely denied by Pele, and Wakai getting low as well, moving back into flowers. Austin's going to start capping at this point with the rest of his team. That's going to be a mid-win for the blue side.
Yeah, Poland-Lithuania didn't seem to care that Eggy Bread had Uber. They were just happy to stay forward and lose players. However, it did seem to work out for them. It was very brave stuff. Very brave.
Very brave indeed.
There is a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
I don't think Zio knows he has this ad.
I think he knows because he didn't pop, but I don't know, they just don't seem to be moving. They did have a really late spawn on Wakai. They probably didn't want to push 65, especially when it's a 0-0 scoreline.
Look at this spot from Toxic.
Wow.
Wow.
That is just a wow.
It's just a wow. He is in the spot. Gets an arrow as well. It's one healthy boy sat up there, but does actually fall down there. And Kera's trying to pressure on Choke Guild as well, trying to spot out something. Toxic trying to get back in the spot as he falls down. And it's just a bit of a stalemate coming out now. Zio could have pushed on that Uber, but that's going to be an Uber advantage lost, unfortunately. Unfortunate. You've seen these sticky traps as well from Guild up on all the high ground?
No, I haven't. Where are they?
He's got one in Choke and he's got one around the corner as well. On Choke.
Oh, on the right wall in Choke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. It's to deal with high bombs from soldiers, I guess.
Yes.
However, I don't think that Poland-Lithuania have been fans of sacking in soldiers. They've counter-sacked, but they haven't really sacked. They haven't initiated the sack trade. And generally, when there has been a sack from the blue team, they have liked to just push with the 65 advantage. So, we're just seeing spam trades here. And Guild is quite far forwards, and he's very alone here.
Where's the rest of the team? Why are they so far back? What are they doing? Oh, they got Amp-T up on the Spy, I see.
Did he go all the way back to spawn for that?
I think he went all the way back, yeah.
That is commitment.
Yeah, them wasting all this time, they must be aware with no sacks coming when you're on offense that they have a Spy, surely.
Or a sniper, they might suspect.
Okay, Amp-T is in. He's waiting for his cloak and dagger to recharge out, and the open, the best place to be.
He is on the stock revolver though, so you know, not ideal.
He's going for the damage output. That's all it is.
That follow-up frag.
Oh no, if he goes out the shutter here, I'm gonna cry. Nope, he's doing something.
Are Red checking for a spy? So Snowy is very paranoid. He just keeps looking around. He's shot behind a few times. Amp-T's still in lobby. But we have got word that Snowy doesn't have a microphone, so he can't exactly call that there's a spy.
I mean, he could do the
as
voice
easily.
line.
That is true.
Do the voice line
Amp-T's
again?
looking like he wants to go out of the shutter door. He's just sitting there. I think that he's going to wait for a bomb from Sponge or some damage before he goes in. Just that little bit of distraction. Amp-T's walking up now.
It's remaining invis for the longest period of time possible in this horrific stalemate where they don't know what's going on. They definitely know they have a spy. Zio catches a little bit of spam there as well. Coming in, Amty is slowly edging his way towards the medic, and his
Here he comes in.
Going in. Gets the
Stabs
stab.
the medic. Revolvers the demo. Doesn't quite get the frag. However, the demo is low. He's going to go down here. Pele gets the Uber. I think Austin got low there, got forced by one of the soldiers. And Nickit has jumped onto last. He's just sitting here on the high ground, waiting for something.
Wakai coming in now onto Austin, doesn't manage to find the frag, and there's going to be loads of players down for the red side. This is going to be a last push. If they make
still
it happen.
sitting on this high ground.
Indeed.
Nice spam there.
Yeah,
but there are only 4 players up for Poland-Lithuania. It's looking very difficult. Nice rockets out from Nickit, and Toxic jumps deep onto Austin. Not quite taking him down. Austin with his ad just backs away, makes sure that he's going to get that ad and push with this advantage.
Easy peasy for Austin there, managing to stay alive. Looks like Pele's going in deep onto Nickit and takes him down with the assistance of Guild. And Wakai now moving in to try and get some to happen. Sponge in deep with the bomb. Amty as well, making his way forward. This is going to be a round from the blue side as they just collapse nicely onto the red players. And that's going to be 1-0 to Eggy Bread.
Guild took so much damage in that push.
Yeah.
So much damage, and a really nice bomb there from Sponge. He took loads of space there for Eggy Bread.
Indeed, it was a really nice bomb, but we are going to see the second mid of the map. And I'm going to be on the Cam. He seems to be doing a nice roll on Nickit as well with the insanely fast jumps into Cafe. And is
however, he has found a soldier and he takes him down. That is very impressive.
Yeah, you
now he's just sitting behind, waiting. It is 5v5 essentially at the moment on middle. Austin sitting near choke, unaware that Nickit's there. One nice rocket, doesn't quite get the follow-up rocket. Austin down to like 1 HP there. Crazy stuff for him to survive.
Indeed, Wakai making his way forward as well to try and clean up on that damage, but Austin is just out. He goes out to get the lobby health back instead of the one by Cafe. And
however, this is basically a 5v4 with this scout capping middle, and in comes one of the soldiers. Scout gets low, Demo gets taken down. This is looking really good here for Eggy Bread. Nice jump from the soldier, but did Toxic take down Austin?
Yes, he did indeed. He went just straight through the entire team and took down Austin with 2 nice rockets. Down towards dungeon as well. That was nice. And Zio also died in that fight. So it's just going to be a 3v2 fight. And let's see if they actually want to take this one, because I think they should. I think they should just group up and go in together as a team. And they will be able to take second here. Opting not to do it though.
We are seeing equal Ubers again from both medics. I think that generally Eggy Bread have been a bit more happy to sit back in these situations. However, we are seeing them building a little bit quicker. They've built themselves a 10% advantage.
Whether they use it or not, it's up to them, but I'd be using it. It's just what I like to do.
Not everyone is as much of a ballsy player as you are, Lucky.
Doesn't work though, does it? Clearly. Red team just sort of chilling out mid-round, nice and back. Austin does manage to find that Uber charge. It's just going to be a bit of a stalemate coming out. We are seeing a 0 off classes. Amty hasn't run all the way back to spawn to try and get a spy up or anything like that. And yeah, we also, I guess with that spy play, we did see a little bit of the inexperience of both teams, I guess, where the red team weren't counting players and didn't notice that the player with the golden rocket launcher isn't there anymore for a long time.
It was a good 2 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah.
If not longer.
That's a long time. We'll see, but we are seeing a Cafe kind of push come out right now.
There's an early pop there. They have to pop early though. This night, the guild's doing a lot of work, but they're just barreling forwards from Poland-Lithuania. They don't care about the Ubid players. They just shot everyone that's on Ubid. However, we have a scout on Zio, doesn't quite take him down. Gets taken down himself, surely. There we go.
Looks like they just got bored there and just went straight through Cafe as soon as they gave up. But Amty trying to get something to happen there, just gets scattergun down there by Wakai. And it looks like they are going to be capping out second here and making their way into last, which is the play. And they've already got Seba up on the point right now. Sticky's up on the spawn door, dealing so much damage. The Heavy goes airborne. And Nickit coming in there to get on the point and just caps it out around the blue players. Jesus.
I thought they wouldn't get that there as they spawned with 4 players, and I thought they were going to have to use their Uber and like back out, re-push with their Uber ad. But nice push there from Poland-Lithuania.
It was cute, it was good, but that is going to make the scoreline 1-1, and the rounds are transpiring a lot slower. Maybe these teams really finding their feeting in this game and not really giving anything away too hard.
Seba again quicker to middle, immediately takes the right side. He's taking quite a lot of ground early, backs up into his medic. And we're seeing great damage from Nickit, taking down Guild. Does go down for his troubles. And we're seeing a big bomb in from Ampty, catches Zeo, he surfs into choke. Great surf from Zeo.
Indeed.
It's not looking good for Eggy Brad.
Yeah,
2v4 backing away. The Sponge is sitting in cafe. He's walking in. They've just not been seen. Jumps onto the medic. One rocket.
Ooh.
Not quite hitting the second one.
Yeah, Zeo got bounced up into the air there. It could have been a nice air shot if he tried to go for it, but I think he just lost him there and didn't manage to fire the rocket. Or was killed before that. But Nickit is getting so much space for his team on these mids with his rollout. He's going in so fast, like a process rollout that he was doing every time before. And it's just really working for the team, and they are just managing to get these mids a bit easier with that assistance. I think is one of the key elements in their
Guild
mid-fight.
taking down Wakai. Another nice sticky trap coming out from him. And they pop through lower. They caught Ampty inside lobby. Lots of cap time initially, but the players are going down on the red team. Heavy just doing loads of work here, taking down 2 players in this oop as the red team move it in.
Yeah, there's going to be a hold coming out from the blue side there as only one red player of Wakai is left alive, and he is all the way back, just respawning there. And Sponge and Guild up on the point, getting their camp going. Easy peasy.
We see a sniper here from Wakai.
Oh!
However, they are coming through Flower. It's hard for him to hit any shots here. He's just staring at choke. And he looks at Flower. Austin crossed his sideline and they pop their Uber in. Demo jumps deep, taking down Seba. This is huge. They might be able to barrel this through choke here off this demo pick. However, they're chasing a soldier on the flank. Nice stickies there from Guild. Toxic's quite low, but they don't chase him.
Indeed.
They're looking quite content to just hold middle.
Yeah, I mean, they can. I mean, Zero's managed to get 20% out, but they have got Wakai up on the sniper, so it's one of these classes which isn't very helpful when it comes to using an advantage. Like, it's going to be stuck there, being potato.
In comes Sponge, big bomb, taking down Wakai that we were just talking about, and they look like they just want to dry push here through the flank. I'm not sure they're aware that the other team has quite an advantage. However, Zeo does go down to a nice bomb from MT.
Oh, unfortunate. Blue team just barreling forwards. They don't care. They just want to come in here, and Toxic is making his way over to Austin, but does get denied by Kara. And looks like Sponge is going to be capping up this point for his team, and that's going to be a full ad for Austin now. Coming into this last push.
I think Austin's had some words with his team about these soldiers bombing, and now these scouts are currently on. Well, they're on lookout for these soldiers all the time. Good damage onto the pyro, not quite going down. Sponge goes down for his troubles. Good point time.
The pyro takes a while to go down there. Yeah, it looks like
the pyro was unfocused there. The scout just seemed to sort of ignore him.
Oh, Pele is doing a ring around the rosy. Of that point, Zeo picking up a sandwich, and looks like Seba is going to make his way out into lobby now. Anti is up on second, but see if he can make any plays happen as he is hiding now in the corner there, Yak. He's chilling.
Ooh, are we going to see another nice bomb here from MT?
Potentially. He's been doing really well this game with his bombs, and he hasn't been called out. No one's been to check it. I mean, they put stickies there now. They're just denying off that space.
He's just staring at those sticks. They still don't know he's there. In comes the med. The med seems to be going in very early. Here we go! Oh, force there. Nice force from MT. However, Sponge is probably going to go down here for his troubles. Just decides to pressure the Uber, I guess.
Guild's getting gone on right now by Snowy, and he's taking a 1v1 with a scout. We don't always like to see those in games with Nick.
In comes the soldier.
Oh, can he get Austin? He's dealing so much damage, but Austin there does manage to survive with some nice little jumps there to escape that soldier, and Anti moving his way over to the flank now to help his scout out is going to shut down the red team's aggression entirely, and this is going to be a repush coming out from the blue side most likely. Toxic getting pushed back here as well.
Tried to get the early force. And Seb's probably going to get taken down again, just getting caught in these pushes. And a scout as well. They should just be pushing this straight through. Austin's looking like he wants to take his team through Cafe.
Yeah,
this is 4v6. Doesn't matter about their Uber advantage, as the red team are just about to get theirs. Ampty does go down on the flank, I think, to nick it.
Indeedy. Looks like Austin's making his way back up.
But now it's 3v5. There's 2 spawners coming in, and the med catches a huge pipe from Guild, surfs away and gets caught by Pele. Wow. The scout coming in of Wakai onto Austin. It's not getting hit. One nice pipe from Guild, and the scouts are here now.
Austin getting defended there nicely by Pele and Guild right there. So good job from them to keep him alive. And that's going to be a advantage if they choose to do it, but they are just going to be pushing into last. But Seba picks up Kara on the left-hand side there, and they also lose a Sponge coming to this last, but Guild wants to make it happen. And
in comes Pele from the flank, just onto the point here, standing on it. Pyro's in, taking down the Pyro, and it's around. Pele getting so much cap time.
That was a nearly questionable last push there. They come flying in, they lose 2 entering lobby, and then they just push anyway. Just
well, it's been called, you know?
Yep.
It's been called. Just do the call, you know?
Just do the call, man. Don't even think about it. Just get in there. And looks like we're going to see and the next bit happen. It's 2-1 currently to Eggy Bread, so let's see if they can make anything different happen. Guild by Flowers now, just trying to deny space off Tetra. Seba taking a bunch of damage there. It's going to
goes Nick it. Oh, so much damage. Takes down Guild. Austin's like 30 health there. And as he comes back in from Flowers with his scout, he's meeting up with both of his scouts so that they are getting pressured out by all the spam classes from Poland-Lithuania. Scout wins a 1v1. However, Austin's still low and they're still chasing. There's nothing Austin can do to deny Toxic. But Toxic does get taken down.
Yeah, Sponge and Guild there, they're still alive. Guild's going to be setting up some traps sort of on the point there. They have been called already because they saw them placing them. And Seba is going to make his way in towards the point there to see if he can get this one capped up for his team. We've got Amp-T up on the Spy to try and make something happen, but I think this is a bit questionable. It's because he could be a bit useless when the Uber comes in potentially. Where's Amp-T at
Yeah,
right
he's
now?
just sitting in lower. He's just sitting on the ramp, and he just decloaks right behind the medic, and the medic didn't walk through.
Oh,
and they know. They know.
Yeah. It could have been good. I mean, he was in position, but unfortunately doesn't find it.
Completely unlucky. Zia just sort of stutter step, just delayed a little bit, not for any particular reason, and then it just stopped for Amp-T from getting that stab.
Yeah. Austin's been building really hard though. He's got 90% as the Uber comes in, and he's rotating now.
But he
really
does look
hard.
like he could get caught. No, he's got Uber now.
Nice.
But he's getting juggled so much he can't flash his players easily, and he dropped 2 players in that. And Guild is now far away from him, looking like he's going to get taken down. As Austin gets taken down, this is a round here for Poland-Lithuania.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, going to make it 2-2. Seba nearly died on the Uber, but whipped out the pain train for the frag. And did manage to survive there. But the heavy going down was just unfortunate there with the juggle, I think. I think they could have had a last hole maybe if the heavy didn't get juggled.
It's interesting to see that neither team was wanting to take the high ground there in that fight. They were both just happy to sit around the point and fight there, which is unusual.
This is what fresh meat is about, man. It's a bit unusual. Left right centre.
Seba takes down Guild.
Ooh.
This is looking like a straight up mid-fight win for Poland-Lithuania, and they don't take down anyone else. They survive with the rest of the 5 players. Nick it, nice rockets onto Amp-T. Wow, that is impressive.
That's a nice double air shot there. And Red Team aggressing now onto second after they won out that mid. Just Seba securing that fraggle to Guild made it happen. But we are seeing the high bomb in come from Toxic. Lands on top of Austin.
Nice from Austin. Oh, and takes down Austin.
Good job, Toxic, with a follow-up bomb there to get something to happen. Sponge, he's now on Sponge as well, and so much damage. We're also seeing Pele move in onto Zio as well. On second, doesn't find it. Kara now coming in. Hasn't been spotted out by Zio. 1 nice shot, 2 nice shots, does force that Uber out. And looks like Snowy is just going to run this in.
Austin is spawning. Austin is spawning, but we have really bad health on Guild here, getting pressured straight away by Scout. Goes down before his medic is able to heal him. Scout's still behind the point. Nice rocket there from Sponge. Craters and the demo goes down. Very nice. Very nice hold. And in comes Nickit, perhaps pressuring top with both soldiers, but no, they decide to back away. What do you think we're going to see here, Lucky, as blue team? Do you think they're going to try to push out here?
I think they recognise that they have this advantage. They'll start making it happen now because they've got players respawning. So this is going to be they're pushing it now. They're just seeing if they can poke and prod. They're going to catch out Wakai and lower, and then they're just going to go. It's just exactly Wakai dies there. Yeah, so he's gone and out the fight. Karen moving in here onto the point, and Red Team not really even going to contest this. They got a bit of a soft hold going as they start backing out through Cafe. Easy peasy, man. Easy.
I was surprised there to not see a soldier play there from Poland-Lithuania. I've got so used to them just sending in these soldiers, and Toxic gets caught, and they don't pop. In goes Guild. He smells blood. He smells these red players, and they also took down Nickit in this. Guild is chasing hard. doesn't quite get his jump and just deciding to just barrel in through the choke. But Wakai does force this Uber here. Snowy even.
Oh my god.
Wow, he 1v1's Pele here.
Oh,
Takes down Sponge.
Snowy's on a rampage right now.
Yeah.
He's doing it, man. He's moving in still. And is he going to leave? He's escaping. He's out. He's gone.
Wow. That
That's
was
so
impressive.
dominant. Yeah, nice. Good job from Snowy, though.
However, Eggy Bread have taken second, and this is a notoriously difficult map to push out of if you don't have a player advantage. Just like every map, to be fair.
Yep. They got Sponge up on that sniper class now.
And we do see that Poland-Lithuania is very happy to sit on last, as they have got a level 3 sentry and a heavy.
Regardless of their Uber ads. I mean, pushing out, like you said, it's a bit of a pain in the bum with this. I mean, all the close choke points and stuff like that you got to run through pretty much require that you're going to have to use an Uber unless you've got a significant player advantage. So it's a bit of a tough one to do. But we'll see what they get up to here, as they are just opting to hold it now that they know that the Ubers must be nice and even, as Austin gets his Uber as well. And Sponge is, where's he at?
We did see a nice... Was it Sponge? Did he go huge?
Oh,
He
he's
gets a
lower.
headshot there onto the Pyro, but he's really low HP. He's got no support. No one wants to help him out here. I'd really like to see Demo Men helping out these snipers.
Yeah, same.
Takes down the Pyro. That's one frag. It's not quite enough to push off,
gets
but...
directed.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got
Nick
no heals, and he's got no Demo supporting him. It's really hard to pressure as a sniper.
Have you seen Wakai's strategy here? He's just taunting around the corner to see if he can spot what's going on.
Does it work from that spot? No, I don't think it does. No, it's too far away to see around that corner. But he's sitting on... Okay, I don't know. I have no
Sitting
idea.
on a teleporter.
They're just very happy to sit on last. And Sponge has spawned on Spy. So we're going to see Sponge on Spy here, not Amp-T. The Sponge doesn't have a cloak and dagger, gets caught by Nickit.
Alright.
Okay.
One thing that they could do, by the way, I've seen it from another team that I was demo reviewing the other day, where you put an entrance on the left side on Sunshine, right, and then as soon as this is when you've got disad, and you manage to get an NG up, you get a teleporter on the left, and you put the exit on the right, and you rotate your medic using the teleporter, which is I think quite might be doing.
That is one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard of. Please don't let it be a thing.
It's a look, he's doing.
Oh no, he's not. He's trying to get the Mookie teleporter.
Oh yeah.
That's what he's going for here. But in comes the Soldier Bomb of Amp-T. Guild going down, Pele going down, 3 down on the blue side. And I think that we're going to see a push out here from Poland-Lithuania. And all of the blue players have backed out really far.
Indeed. Wakai, yeah, they just left. They didn't want to even take that one, and it looks like they are just going to be able to retake second here. With a lot of ease there, actually, and all the blue players managed to group up on mid, and both teams still have their Ubers. And it looks like they are going to be pushing through here. If they're not careful, they could get caught out by the sticky trap. Snowy making his way in. The sticky stomp that Zio takes a little bit of damage there as they do pop out the super. Austin still hasn't used yet.
Wow, this is going to be such a good Uber here from the blue team. But they're just backing away. Like, they have a better Uber, but they're just not going forwards with it. And Wakai is sitting on this Tetris. Should be taking down this soldier here. This is really bad here for Eggy Bread. Austin getting taken down by a spam pipe from Stebber. Yeah, they had a significantly better Uber and they just didn't seem to want to take it forwards. They just walked
they've lost
back.
a lot of players. Yeah, they've actually wiped there because of that play. I don't know why they didn't decide to just go in there, since they had such a nice Uber.
Guild looked like he was itching to jump in there, but I don't know what happened.
Zia ran out of forward spawn and is now going to perish for his sins.
Wow.
Oh no. Slap that man on the wrist, he shouldn't be doing that. Austin's now going to have Uber advantage, so this could be a round for the blue side if they decide that they could retake mid, because, you know, Zio's dead. So they can make their way forwards now with the heal advantage that they have. It's exactly what they're going to do. Some nice rockets from Sponge. takes down Nickit, and Wakai is making his way back there. And Pele making his way in. Toxic manages to find a frag on the flank also, and it looks like this is going to be a mid retake, like I said. And 70% Uber advantage. Oh, sorry, 50% advantage to Austin right now.
Yeah, but again, they're just not pressuring yet. It is 5v5 for the meanwhile, so Nickit gets up. They're pushing through flowers, taking this ground, and red team is really far forward. Seba just seems to stay in far too long, but he doesn't get punished for it. Just no punishment there for that. I'm not quite sure why they popped either. Did someone get low?
No, no one got low. No one took any damage, really. Like, Guild took a little bit of damage coming in there, but it wasn't anything significant. Like, he could have lived, like, even if he got piped and rocketed, I think.
So we're seeing a spy here from Sponge, again.
Also, interesting
he's
to point
still
out,
not got a cloak and dagger.
they just do not want to push out a blast, it would seem, for the red side. Like, they are content to sit on last with 100% Uber, even if they've got 0%, it seems. Because they had a large ad there, and they're not using it. Which is questionable, but hey-oh. Tis what it is. It's a learning curve for everyone.
I'm on the Sponge cam as he manoeuvres in. He's made it all the way to us. He's right behind the medic now. He's trying to find a spot to decloak in. It's very difficult. Engie almost shot him there. It's really difficult as the med is just sitting inside spawn. And here comes the pyro. And the soldier spots him.
Yep, he's now dead.
That's why you have a cloak and dagger and not a normal invis watch.
Maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe he doesn't even have the item.
Didn't he have it on the first map? I don't know.
Did he play Spy on the first map?
I have no idea.
It was Amp-T on the first map, wasn't it?
I am not too sure.
Yeah, it was Amp-T on the first map. Sponge has only played snipers so far, but is now trying his hand at Spy and failed. But hopefully they send a sack in. Hopefully they also like peek to see where the sentry gun is, but the sentry gun's in a... I don't know if you've seen the spot that's in.
And Sponge has spawned on Soldier. I think that they realised that they need to push if they wanted to get this without it going to Golden Cap, as there is only a minute and a half left. And that was the GG lag, which could mean anything at this point.
Yeah, indeed. They are getting some stickies onto their sentry gun. They do take it down. Seba goes down as well. The Demo Man pick from Sponge. Amp-T going
Uber
down
comes
as well.
out.
Nickit getting low there, but gets caught by Zio. Nice flash from him, but the heavy does go down from the stickies of Guild as they are starting to back this one out as Guild and Austin, the only ones left alive. And it is looking unfortunate for the blue side. And I think it's probably going to Golden Cap with that, unless they can convert, which I don't think they can.
No, it is possible from here to finish the round. It is possible. They need to basically just roll this straight through. However, there's lots of players up on the side of the blue team. Sponge is on Spy for some reason. I'm not too sure why. He's sitting behind the med right now. Med almost arrows him. I think they somehow know, which is bizarre.
Sponge is coming in now.
In he comes. Just misses the medic. Barely misses the medic. Gets taken down though. There's now not enough time for the round to finish.
Yeah, that was a bit of a beef there from Sponge trying to find that frag, but it doesn't really matter.
Poland-Lithuania believe they can win this. They're just going forwards. They don't care that there's not enough time. 7 seconds left. Toxic gets taken down by Guild. Austin's sitting on last with a heavy. And we're going to a Golden Cap.
Oh. So, we talked about this in the pre-game, didn't we? Where there is no... I don't know if the rule is... We don't know if the rule's been implemented yet.
I doubt it is for this tournament, because I think it is in for the next season. Just starts for next season.
They just read it up pretty much immediately. So they are just going in immediately, regardless of whatever rule says in place. And 30-minute map timer is on instead of an infinite one, it seems. And
it should be infinite, shouldn't it?
Yeah. And it takes as long as it takes. And Nickit is now in and onto this mid. Nice and early.
Austin's really low, gets taken down.
Wow. This could be really
Guild
good
is
here.
so low as well. This is looking really bad here for Eggy Bread, but Seba does get taken down. That's an important pick, as it will probably delay the last push of Poland-Lithuania. However, it looks like players are still going to be dying. on the side of Eggy Bread, and Ampty's the last one left alive.
Zio dies.
He's probably going to have to meet Austin on last, but they're still chasing Ampty. They want this frag as they know that they can't hold last with just a medic.
Zio died there to sponge on the trickle off of that fight, unfortunately. So no Uber advantage for Zio coming into that last push, and it's going to be hard for them now to push last. Austin might, in fact, call the ad and say, "Hey boys, we should just push out. It's golden cap, you know."
I don't think he will, because it is a golden cap for that exact reason.
I think
Guild does take down Nickit.
Man. Just go. They're not
Guild does take down Nickit, so this could be the opening that they need to push out.
Alright, so they're
Ampty just sitting on last, they're pressuring forward. Sponge has been taken down to really low HP.
Indeed.
And we do hear a heavy from Pelly. He's going to be sitting on last as heavy with Ampty. So it's probably looking like... Oh no, they are pushing out with 4 players through bottom left. They pop really... They've not even popped yet.
Oh,
Seba gets
nice.
really caught. Taking down Toxic as well. Seba's sitting inside choke. They're chasing this med so hard, taking down Nickit. And they've pushed this team out so far, but Austin dies after that Uber. But they do manage to hold second here.
I mean, Zero had full ad anyway, so I mean, it's you know, it's fine really. You know, as they set time to infinite now on the map timer there, and they have also put the score limit to 1. So there you go. But Zero now with the full Uber advantage to see if they can make something happen here. Hopefully they won't have to use, and they can just sort of bait them forwards and do a nice slow push and just take the second point, because Austin has only just respawned. They have a lot of time to play with it. Oh, Seba dies
gets taken down to a trap, was that, by Gil?
Indeed, Zero gets insanely low and does get forced by Kara. Ampty and also to try and make something happen there. And
however, they're losing so many players. This is looking like they could convert this into a last push. This could be the match here for Poland-Lithuania. Depends on what Guild can do. They are not close to Uber, and in they come. Soldier in onto Austin. Austin's going to get taken down surely here. Gets taken down by Toxic. Guild on his own, and that's it.
Oh, that's it.
GG's.
GG, well played. Poland-Lithuania take it in 2-0 fashion to win the grand final of the fresh meat competition. So well played to them. And Eggy Bread, unfortunately, going home with the gigantic L. Unfortunate for them. What do you think of the games, though, as a whole from fresh meat?
They were pretty good to watch, to be fair. There was a lot going on at times. There was some major nukes. There were twists and turns throughout the games, unexpected things happening. It's a much less linear process than watching a Prem game.
Indeed, it's very
interesting.
And that
makes it very interesting.
Yeah, indeed. I agree entirely. But I think that is basically it from us